Hi everybody. So I tried to shoot this in a video and it stopped in the middle. So I'll upload the rest of this when we're done with this part. So this is the last part. It takes quite a while to make this fudge. It's Grandma's recipe. Just to go over that again, it come off the Hershey's cocoa, powder cocoa label cocoa tin. And it's all over the internet, y'all. This is a old-timey recipe. A lot of people use it, and this is one that my grandma used to cook for me. So we've got all of our ingredients in the pot, big heavy-duty stainless pot. We are protecting ourselves. We're wearing long sleeves fitted. We don't have any dangly jewelry on. We don't have our hair flying out the way. This is extremely hot, Coco. Please stop. This is extremely hot candy. You don't want children around this, and you want to be incredibly, incredibly careful. So we're just doing a nice rolling boil. We've got our sugar, our cocoa powder, our water, and our salt and our milk in here. We've just been boiling away nice and steady and slow, and we're looking for this to stop being so glossy, and it will start to change into almost a matte color. And we're going for that mid, soft to firm ball stage. And it just takes quite a bit of time, a little bit of patience, and you don't leave it. You don't leave it. You don't go watch. You don't go check. You stay right with it. This one will boil over. We're cooking it in a pan that's 3 times the size of the recipe, just because it will boil over. It rises quickly like boiling water, and you want to be prepared for a catastrophe. And no matter what you do, keep your skin away from that candy. If it's popping, you got it up too high. If it's barely making bubbles, it's down too low. You're just going to be there for another hour trying to get that candy to come up to temperature. It takes quite a bit of energy to get the candy to come up over the boiling point. But you can feel it on inside. You can feel the change of the candy. And I watched the color. Grandma always told me watch how shiny it is. And it's going to go almost a matte, like a fudgy, not shiny color, matte. And you just want to keep stirring. And you want to have your butter dish ready. Something big enough to fit, your whole nice thick butter dish. And you want to just continue to stir this. And this is like a 45-minute ordeal, but it's worth every single spoon turn. I can tell on the edges, you can tell there's still like almost like particles. It's sugar crystals. You can still feel them. And if you just keep mixing everything in there, it's going to all melt together. I see it starting to change. Can y'all see that in the camera? Up on the edges. It's almost like an oil slick on the top. And every stove is different. If you see like it, if you feel like it's happening too fast, slow it down. If you don't feel like it, don't get impatient though. And please do not walk away from the stove while you're making this recipe. So we got our cold butter in the refrigerator, all cut up, ready to throw in there. Got our vanilla ready. And we're looking for between 238 and 240. So it's that nice, mid ball, like between soft and hard ball. Give you that nice, firm fudge with that great creamy texture. This is just a labor of love, y'all. And it doesn't last very long. They snarfle it up super fast. Having the kiddos around, testing the spoons and stuff. Poor daddy, he's got to be my tester now all by himself. It's a big job. I don't feel like I cook as much anymore. I don't. We eat when we're hungry instead of being on a schedule. This fudge makes beautiful gifts. It's inexpensive and it makes large batches and they present beautifully. Like little tiny, you can wrap them individually. You can pour this into a clean tin and serve it like that. My grandma used to do that, give tins. I like the cut fudge wrapped singles. It just has a nice presentation and you can put it out without worrying about little fingers touching this one, that one before they pick which one's our favorite. So I hand wrap mine in just little, silly little wax paper, but keeping kiddos out of fudge, they want to pick their favorite and they touch, a bunch of them before they pick their one. It's just easier to hand wrap it and then I feel better about it. But this been Christmas tradition long as I can remember. You just make the fudge and you give it all away. It was never about eating the fudge. It was always about giving it away on the cookie trays, which I have not done cookie trays in more than a year, 2 years now. So it looks like we're burning hotter on one end of the stove than we are the other. So I'm going to manipulate this and make it cook from the center like I want. And you just keep stirring, y'all. This isn't anything happens immediately. The last part happens quickly. But I can feel it changing right now. We're going to test this. I'm not seeing any color change, but I feel it. Get us a little bit here on a spoon in the water. Set your spoon to the side. Drain off your water. And it's almost there. Almost there, but not quite. Almost. Daddy, I lost my video, so I just finished it live.
Oh, okay.
I'm not done yet. I was camera shooting because Tom told me do different ones, video, upload, live.
Oh, okay. So you're live now.
I am. I had because my storage on my phone, it said no. It's almost done. And no, we're not opening the door right now. We're going to leave it closed for just a minute.
All right, well, out here, I got my stuff in here. Maybe you can make this work.
My fingers are crossed for you, lover. Keep your fingers crossed for my fudge. You'll eat it. You don't even care if it turns out right. Chocolate yum yums. Okay, let's pour this water off. We're going to stir the bottom, make sure we don't get an ugly spot. This will stick, y'all. Just keep working it. Keep moving it around. Let's see what we got in this one. I ended up testing 3-4 times. Let's see what this one looks like. This one we've got, it's still kind of gooey. Not there yet. See how it's gooey? Can you see that? It's a ball, yeah, but it's more of like a super, super soft ball. Instead of being that hard, like not hard, but medium. We're almost there. Almost coming. Do a little more stirring. See how it's changing? Around that outer edge, just getting like matte color. So shiny glossy. It's like this matte color. Say no scorching. You just want that steady boil, steady heat. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to bounce this down just a hair. Don't want this part happening too fast. Okay. All right. Let's try a little bit of this here. I wonder if you can see that in the camera. You see that in the camera? We're starting to get threads in the water. I don't know if you could see that. Let me pour this off. Not yet, but it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. And you can pull your water right from the tap. Just make sure it's not hot. You don't want hot water. Room temperature is good. Cold works. Ice cold, I've seen them do that too. But you're going to know as soon as it hits that water and it threads. And if you get in a situation where you've overcooked your fudge, start another batch and add it to it. Unless you taste it and if it tastes burnt, just, pitch it or eat it like me. But, yeah, it does burn. So be mindful of that. And then from the side here, we're going to test. Can you see my camera? Yes. Okay. And test. And I don't know if you can see that threading that's happening. See that? Let's pour this water off. And we're getting there. Look at this. It's starting to come together. We're almost there. All right. Give this one more stir. See, I can smell it. It smells done. It changes. The chocolate gets richer. The smell. No, baby girl. We'll open that door in just a minute. Be a good girl. Sit down for mama. Well, I appreciate it very much. Okay, let's check this chocolate. And we have, it's threading in the water. Did you see that? Just a minute, baby girl. Let me get this fudge out the pan. Just have a seat. And it's starting to try to, form a ball. And we're still not there. All right. See how the edges have changed to that matte color? And you can just feel it. It just gets thicker. And it's happening right now. So let's get this off of here and show y'all what I'm talking about in the water. go this way. In the water. Let's just get a smidge more. Just a minute, sweet girl. Just a minute. And now we have it. That's it. See there? It's not bleeding off in your hand. That's what you want. And then you're going to make sure all the water's off your hands. You're going to pull this from the heat. How are we going to do this? Let's do this like this. Over here, get the chocolate out of the way. So we're going to pull it off the heat. Here. Now this pan is scorching hot. Do not be fooled. This will burn your skin. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add this vanilla and our cold butter. And we're going to start blending. So let's get our butter. And just don't splash it up on yourself. Just get it in there without splashing. Yeah, can you see that? Yes, in there. And then you take your vanilla, make sure it's 100% vanilla. It's important. Makes a difference, big difference in your candy. And you want to put a teaspoon of that in there. And y'all measure. Okay, don't do like I do. If y'all want good results, measure. Measure, measure. Okay. Now that is smelling really nice. Now what we're doing is we're going to sit here. And for the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to stir this pan. We're going to fold all this butters in there. Some folks say, you know, don't catch the edge. Grandma was always worried about catching the edge, catching the bottom. I don't want it to burn in the first place. So I don't really worry about catching the bottom. And so you are incorporating this cold butter into this fudge mixture is what you're doing, and all that vanilla. And you're just going to sit here and you're going to stir this candy. And I warned y'all, this is not something done in 5 minutes. But the richness and the flavor, it's unforgettable. Like once you've had a piece of this fudge, that other marshmallow stuff just doesn't do it. It just doesn't do it. And yes, it'll give your arm a workout. Just go nice and slow, your own speed. You don't have to go fast. It's just really hot, candy hot. Burn, burn, burn. Sides of the pan are hot. I do not recommend having children in the kitchen, or dogs for that matter, while you're making this candy. I've set it up here where I'm doing everything on the stove, where generally I would go put this in the sink while I'm mixing this, because it's a metal sink, and it pulls the heat. But we're just going to do it right here together. I hope everybody is enjoying their day. I hope you take a little bit of time for yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Even if it's just, you know, put your lotion on. It takes 2 minutes and your body just loves it. Take a bath, you know, like not a 2-second jump in, get clean, get out. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about take some time to relax your body, your mind, light a candle, put on some nice music, maybe an audio book, soak your body. I know it's wintertime here and it's very dry. And so doing little things like using your moisturizers and making sure your fingers aren't cracking. It's important. We can keep from having those little problems if we just do that little daily maintenance. Now this fudge is starting to change, y'all. I don't know if can you see it. I can get the camera closer now. It's not so hot. Let's see what we can do here. Well, that's not helping at all. Okay, so we'll do this. Hello. I hope everybody's having a really good day. Bart, what are you doing? Hello. Oh my goodness. I ran out of camera. I was trying to do a video and I ran out of the storage stuff. And so I finished it on the live. It's not going to make sense to anybody until the first part's put up. Fart's at Jack. Fudge. Tell them, Fart, say there ain't nothing like this kind of fudge. Ain't no marshmallow fudge ever touched this. What'd you say? Okay, you gonna do a fudge mask? A fudge mask. A fudge mask? Do I need a mask? Fudge. Fudge. I'm just be bopping around. I'm glad. Happy Monday, Jack. That's not what we call you, though. Tell me again. I got one of my pieces sitting on your shelf out there. You were talking regiment. Yes, the fudge. You don't stop. You don't stop in your arm. Yeah, it's a little workout, but we all need a little workout. And you can feel that butter cutting through. It's starting to make layers. Now y'all gonna see something you ain't never seen before here. Now I'm a diabetic, and so something like this in regular proportions, I only get to have a tiny little bit. But one of my friends back at O'Charlie's taught me this. We made caramel pie every day. And what I'm doing right now is I am whisking air into the fudge and creating these tiny little pockets of air. And what happens is it gets a little bit thicker and so a little bit taller in the pan. So you can kind of have a bigger piece without having more calories, more carbs. Now this right here is a workout, y'all. Not even gonna lie. If you just get in there and get it, let's see what Jack said. Regimen, me too. Jill have a double. You'll have a double. Yes, I served doubles long time, sir. As a bartender for many years. And then I met Daddy, and he made it to where I didn't have to work. I could stay home with all the babies and take care of my house and my family. And he has spoiled me rotten ever since. So, yeah. And we drank for years. And then I had that incident, my diabetes, and so I stopped because that's not good for me. Tina doesn't like waking up in the hospital. And I scared Daddy half to death, which is not fair to anybody. So I just quit. And then last year he quit, which was crazy because I'm just proud of him, and I don't like to say it out loud. I don't like to bring it up because I know sometimes there's about me or anything I do for a nice glass of wine. But it's just not in the cards for Tina no more. Okay, so Jack, my fingers are getting tired, and so that's when you know something's happening. And so just push through, just keep whipping and keep stirring. And when you're starting to feel like you can't move it no more, you fix and break your spoon or something, which is not yet, and all around the edges, and folding. And folding. Let's see. I'm a pretty heavy smoker too. You know, that's the one thing I gave up. I gave up everything when I, you know, mm, you know, they're gonna make me quit, right? The doctor and everybody. And but I feel like it's my only reward. Like everything else is gone. Food is gone. Liquor's gone. You know, I need to keep my attitude right and everything. Keep my diabetes right. So it was never an issue until it was, Jack. And that's not even your name. Where did you come up with that? Fart Tat Jack. I think you just do it so we laugh when we have to say it. Fart Tat. You say hi. You know, this is a heavy chocolate mess. So what we're going to do, we're going to be so careful. And there's no children. There's no puppies around. There's nothing. And what's going to happen is this going to come out. And this happens pretty quick. It almost looks like frosting at first. And it's still hot. Do not be deceived. This is so hot. Hot, hot, hot. It doesn't matter that it's thick. Look at that. It don't matter that it's thick. That's still hot. Really hot. Okay, and so we're going to get it all out this pan. One of these millennia, Jack. And your name is Mike. I'm almost sure of it. I have a piece of jewelry with you, and I can't catch you on so I can get more. So I'll just wait. I'll be a patient girl, and I'll wait for your next auction. When is your next auction, Jack? Fart Tat Jack. So I was in Pittsburgh. Pickers chat one night said I was headed to the Fart Tat. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, that happens quick, huh? Okay. So you just get in here, and this pan is too big for this recipe. I should have put this in a smaller pan. And you just push it around, scrape it off. Push it around, scrape it off. This is super sticky and incredibly hot. Hot, hot, hot. Mike, do you have plans for Christmas Eve? We're doing they laughed and called you Jack. So they laughed and called you Jack. Well, I like calling you by your name, and I hope you think it's funny because I don't know. It's disrespectful to you? I hope not. Okay. So then another thing that I do that most people do not do, and this just comes from, you know, having kids and making things a little bit bigger, inflated almost, like when you add the crackers to the meatloaf, kind of like that. But you take your, right now, while it's still hot. And this one I use, and it works really good, but it's sugar-free frosting from Pillsbury, and this one works. I don't know about any of the other ones, but this one does. And so what you do is you get you some cookie spoons, and of course it's hard as all Hades, and while it's hot, you just put you some frosting out on there. Now I like mine cold like this so I can spread it how I see fit instead of it just, you know, melting all into the sides everywhere. Are you doing anything Christmas Day? Not holding my breath though. I'm supposed to hang with my new granddaughter Christmas Eve. Well, that sounds fun. So I'm having an open panel on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I've got a bunch of folks going to be alone, and I'm just going to get everybody together and do like a community open, come on, say Merry Christmas, you know, like a party, and give stuff away, like, you know, fudge. And I got some Christmas ornaments I want to give away. I just want to hang out with everybody. And the StreamYard says that we can have up to 10 people. So I think that's plenty. And maybe we, you know, swap it up. Maybe if, you know, some people show and want to be up on the panel and all. But I think that would be fun. And That way my guys wouldn't be alone. Nobody should be alone at Christmas. It's just not even somewhere. It's just not fair. There's too many of us for us to be alone. I mean, unless you want to be, and that's totally different. I'm talking about folks that don't have anybody. Like they want to, but they just don't. What are you saying, Jack? I'll be on for sure. I'll keep my eyes open. I'll send out the notification. Yes, we will see. We'll just show up with a smile and just keep an open mind. And, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. So this frosting is trying to give me a fit, right? So it's supposed to be melting into this hot, like, because we're doing video, it's saying, no, no, I don't want to melt. I don't want to melt. But I'm going to make it melt anyways, even if I have to turn the oven on for a second, which I think that's what I'm going to do. 350. Boom. We're just going to go on and finish this little guy off here because he's yummy. What'd you say? Let's say, okay, but, oh, I'm always smiling. Good. Well, good. I hope you've had a really good day. Christmas Eve is Friday. So are you going to be on any this week? Are you like, I'm going to be on every day. I'll be, trying to, I guess, just do it, buy it nows or whatever. I guess that's what you do when you don't have anybody bidding. But I'll be showing our stuff and talking to everybody. I had the open panel up last night and 2 people actually came in. I was so incredibly just grateful, really. But they were really nice. And so this looks like a Hot Mess Express shawl, but when it's done, it's beautiful. It doesn't take a lot of money to make a super nice gift. And this right here is a great gift. Anytime you make something with your hands and give it to people, they love it. Well, maybe they just tell me that, but just being nice and all. Did you do any decorating, Jack? I'm always on. I watch YouTube only. I don't do much watching, sir. I've been promoting the channel, so I feel like a big old boob tube head. But been spending lots of times out there on other people's channels trying to promote. But it's working. I don't know if you've been on that one called Cajun Reseller, but I got tremendous exposure there. It was like the little girl put my link in there one time and I had like all this response, and then I lost half of it somehow. So what you're seeing here on top is not fudge. This is frosting. And I've heated it up with this heat of the fudge so I can spread it like you would chocolate. And this is a sugar-free frosting, so it acts a little bit different. You can hear my Coco snoring in the background. Her such a pretty girl. She's ready for Santa Claus now. I'm going to make the puppies some peanut butter, their little favorite treats. It's just got, peanut butter and what are those things called? I call them yams. Other folks call them sweet potatoes. You just boil them down and peels and all, and you just puree them. And then you mix it with the peanut butter and then you bake them. And it's so cool. They come out like little, little biscuits, little doggy treats or whatever. All right. This, I believe, Mr. Mike, is almost done. How's it looking over there? Is it looking pretty good? Oh, yeah. Was on this AM before I left for work. I got 4 new stubs. I thought I saw you there. I hadn't even been to sleep when I was on there. I crashed out for about 5 hours. I got a lot of stuff I want to get done. I got Marsha coming next week. The kids will probably stop in only to pick up food. Oh, here, Mom. You don't mind? No, I don't mind. Take it. I need to make up some cookie trays too. I don't know if this live thing is the way to do it. My son's like, Mama, just try it. And I'm like, they are going to laugh. I'm auctioning in 1 hour and making fudge the other. He's like, that's your life. That's all right. All right, Mr. Michael, I got a big old mess to clean up, but my stove's off. I didn't even need to do that. See, I just need to be patient. And this is how thick it is. And this is I'm going to say 14 by what, 8, 14 by 9, something like that. And it's pretty thick in there. So it's a good batch, and you can tell almost immediately, when you got a good batch. What you can't tell is it grainy? And so you don't get to really tell that. And like I said earlier, if it is grainy, throw it back in the pot, cook it some more. Looks great. Yes. Thank you for coming. Hold on. I'm going to try and turn this camera around. All right. I hope you can see me. I can't see you, but open panel on tonight. So if you're out there and you're not busy or whatever, I don't go on till late. Excuse me. I have a sister in Alaska and a brother in Washington and then another brother in Florida. So trying to hit a median is, I haven't figured it out yet. But I'll be on. I've been telling everybody 10 o'clock, so I'm going to keep showing up at 10, hoping my vets will log on and get courage and just, come on and just say hi and everything. So, yeah, I need to flip this around without making you sick. And I can't comment in the chat without flipping it around. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, versatile, looks great. Okay, I can't even comment from here. Mike, I'm going to shut this feed down. Thank you for coming. And I'm going to catch you later. Hopefully you'll come in and hit that StreamYard. It'll be at the top of the chat, okay? Personal invite. Come hang out with me. Maybe we'll have some folks to sell to. For that, you up for that tonight late, or you got to work tomorrow morning? I'm going to wait. I'm going to put this pan over here. Get these in the water, start cleaning up. And here's that recipe one more time. Super easy, super fun to make. It just takes. Check you later, Tater. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. I'm just going to end it. I'll see you later. Have a great day. All right, bye.